What's up, family? Man, I want to have a heart-to-heart with you this morning. Man, no cross, no crown. No cross, no crown. Man, let that, man, be embedded in your memory. You know what I mean? Man, you're going to have to go through what you got to go through. You know what I mean? You got to go through what you got to go through. You got to grow through what you got to go through. Man, we got to grow up. You know, I saw something the other day on social media where this famous, talented musician, man, he sold out the Boston Theater. Man, I believe he's a violinist. Man, and he sold the amphitheater, I believe it was, out on whatever. I've never been to Boston. I've never been to Massachusetts, one of the few states I've never been to. But he sold out this place there, this music hall there in Boston, and the seats were like $100 a piece. You know what I mean? For the cheapest seats, from what I've read, you know, the cheapest seats were $100 a piece, and he sold the place out and just blew it up. You know what I mean? Just killed it. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. Then the same guy brings the same violin, a $3.5 million violin. The violin itself is worth $3.5 million. The same musician who's in Boston, who kills it, just does his thing, right? The same guy, the same violin, comes to New York, and he goes to a subway, a crowded subway. And so New Yorkers are used to seeing people play music, and they pass them by as though they're nothing. They pass them by as though they're nobody. I can say that from experience. I've been there. I've seen it. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. And so this guy is standing at the subway. And you have a few people that's standing there and they're watching him, and they're listening, and they're just engulfed in his ability, engulfed and just mesmerized by his talent. And they drop him a few change. Some here, some there. $1 here, a quarter, 50 cents here. In Boston, people is paying on average $100 a seat. Here, it's free. Here, he's just playing. And people just coming and just going, looking and not paying attention, not giving a damn. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. Not giving a damn who this guy is. Not giving a damn what he's doing. Not giving a damn about his musical instruments. Not knowing they were in the presence of greatness. And they didn't even give a damn and just kept going. And that blew me away when I heard it. And it was just something that he wanted to do. Something he wanted to just experiment with, right? And so the moral of that story is that, man, no cross, no crown. See, we get frustrated in life because people don't see us. We get frustrated in life because of all this shit we gotta go through. All these motherfuckers rejecting us and breaking our hearts and crushing us and just throwing us to the fucking dirt and not giving a damn about us. Throwing us to the fucking wolves. How can they just leave me like this? How can they just break my heart after everything I did? How can they whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop? How can they dog out our kids like this? How can they reject and turn their backs on our kids? How can they just do whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop? And we get so fucked up over how people treat us. We get so fucked up over the fact that these motherfuckers don't recognize who we are and what we bring to the table. We get so fucked up over the fact, man, I put in all this fucking work. I've done everything I can to help you. How can you just turn your back on what we could have accomplished? How can you turn your back on what we were doing? Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. And that fucks us up. It fucks us up. And here this guy, man, in Boston, man, the people that recognized his greatness, the people that knew his talent, the people that, we in the hood, we got this saying, game recognize game, real recognize real. What the fuck does that say? In Boston, these people was willing to go pay to hear him play. They were willing to pay to see him. He comes down to New York. He's standing in the subway. And I get it. There's people, man, we're trying to get to where we gotta go. And that's life. People are so consumed with their own motherfucking life. What they got going on. Where they're trying to get to. That they can't even recognize when they're in the presence of greatness. They can't even recognize the fact that somebody values this person. This person has a gift. This person has a talent. This person is anointed. This person has been chosen. This person has been handpicked and blessed with this musical genius. You know what I mean? To become this musical genius. And so we get so consumed with life that we can't even see the real. We get so consumed with life, the hustle and the bustle. Man, why is this motherfucker down here playing this shit? Motherfucking noise is so fucking irritating. And what to do? And some motherfuckers walk around with their headphones, their AirPods, these big ass headphones on, and they don't hear shit. They're so consumed with they don't even see his ass. They don't hear shit he's doing. That's how it is in life. There's so many people just hustling and bustling, just going. Man, they don't even have time to recognize who you are. They see you, some of them, they see you. They see your gifts, they see what you're doing, but they're too busy to appreciate it. They're too distracted to really value it. No cross, no crown. Man, don't get distracted at the fact that, man, these people didn't recognize you. Don't get distracted. Don't get fucked up and broken and crushed over the fact that these people couldn't even understand, man, what you would have done for them. You know what I mean? They don't even understand that you were a gift to them. They don't even understand that you blessed their life in that little season. And you could have been a greater blessing had they taken the time to appreciate and value you. But they got caught up in life. They were distracted with life. They were distracted with the hustle and the bustle. They were distracted with their grind. That they couldn't take the time to pay attention to you. They couldn't take the time to spend that time with you. That moment in time. This musician down there in the subway. And the subways in New York, a lot of them are kind of dirty. And a lot of them smell like piss and shit. You know what I mean? It is what it is, you know? But man, there's so much traffic. There's so many people just going. There's so many homeless people. There's so many people with mental disabilities and illnesses. They're talking to themselves, making all kinds of noise, urinating all over the place. And they don't have the time. They don't have the ability to recognize who you are. And the trip is, I talk a lot about Jesus, Joshua, whatever you want to call him. And here it is. This guy came. He was chosen to be here for a certain period of time. He was chosen to walk amongst the crowd. He was chosen to be amongst the sick and the broken. And some recognized him. Some, man, there's something about this guy. I can't put my fingers on it, but there's something about this guy that's peculiar, that's different. And the trick is, the religious motherfuckers, and it's always this way, the religious motherfuckers have the most to say about him. The religious, educated, the woke motherfuckers dogged him the most. The woke motherfuckers, the religious motherfuckers, the ones that should have known better, they're the ones that saw him the least, that recognized him the least, that dismissed him the most. No cross, no crown. Man, I posted something this morning on social media. Man, the butterfly is only allowed to be as beautiful as it is, to spread its wings and to gracefully fly the way it does, because the caterpillar was brave enough to grow through its darkest and loneliest stage. Say it again. I posted this morning on social media. Talking about no cross, no crown. The butterfly, and I have this thing for butterflies. I do, and I've shared that before. The butterfly is only allowed to be as beautiful as it is, as elegant as it is, as graceful as it is. It's only allowed to spread its wings and fly. It's only allowed to shine with all of its beautiful colors. Why? Because the caterpillar was brave enough to grow through its darkest and loneliest moments. Don't be afraid to go through your lonely moments. Don't be afraid to go through your broken moments. Don't be afraid or ashamed of the lonely stage, of the isolation, of the brokenness, of the shattered dreams. Don't be ashamed of them. Don't be ashamed and embarrassed because your relationship didn't last. Your business opportunity or your business endeavor didn't last. Your career over here didn't last. Don't be ashamed. Don't get so fucked up that I'm done and you end it all. Understand, no cross, no crown. You gotta go through what you gotta go through. You gotta grow through what you gotta go through. You want to shine? You want to be lifted up? You want to be elevated? You want to be promoted? You got to go through your brokenness. You got to go through your brokenness. You got to go through your loneliness. You got to go through your embarrassing moments. You got to go through the stages where, man, these motherfuckers just don't see me. Why am I like an invisible man? Why am I like somebody that these motherfuckers just can't even hear me? It's as though we're speaking a different language. I'm pouring my heart and soul all to you, and you can't even see it. You can't even appreciate it. You can't even recognize it. You're like that man, that musician in this New York subway. Gifted, talented, with all of this wealth in his hands, all of this ability, all of this talent. And these people, in this stage of your life, don't see you for who you are. Just because they don't see you, just because they can't appreciate you, don't mean that in the right circles, don't mean that in the right place, in the right situation, in the right atmosphere, the real people won't be able to see you and appreciate you either. They're going to see you. They're going to hear you. They're going to recognize you. It's tricky because so many people talk to me, man, I can't get my channel going. I can't, get the numbers of subscribers. Man, you're like that musician right now playing in the subway. There's a few people that hear you. There's a few people that see you. And they're subscribing to you. Man, they're paying homage to you. Don't give up. Because the others that don't see you. Don't give up because, man, people aren't giving you the views that you should get. You're not getting the love that you deserve. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep going. Keep performing. Keep doing what you're doing. Game, recognize game. Real, recognize real. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.